Hey family, good afternoon. So God gave me a quick message for you guys today, and he showed me this message through Adam and Eve, okay? The message is when the enemy can't get to God's people, he goes after the leaders, okay? So this week when I was reading the book of Adam and Eve. It's this part in the second book of Adam and Eve when there's a period of time that the devil couldn't get to God's people because they was following the laws, right? Every time a leader would die, they would make sure before they died to tell the next leader, make sure you're leading God's people in righteousness and also in innocence, okay? And they said the number one rule was to make sure that they don't mate, okay? Do not have no children, don't mix with the children of Cain because they were sinners and murderers, okay? And so they would make the next leader promise to follow these laws, right? And after that, they would bless them and then they would die, right? Okay? So it was a period, I feel like, of 5 generations, right? Because it was Adam, and then it was, I feel like Enos. I could be wrong. No, it was Seth, okay? It was Adam, then it was Seth, and then I feel like it was Enos, and then it was Mahalath, right? I feel like it was somebody else in between. I might be missing, right? But then it finally got to Jared, right? And God was like, not God, I'm sorry. The devil was like, okay, so, Israel been doing good. God's children has been doing good, right? I can't get to them because they following the law. So I'm going to go after the leader. And at that time, Jared was the leader. So his plan was to make Jared compromise himself in order to take down Israel, okay? And so we can see that today, it's been going on for a while now, how the enemy always go after these leaders in the church, right? We have, these popes messing with children. We have, some of these pastors being homosexuals, right? Being predators, right? All these different things. This is the devil going after the leader so that he can get to God's people, okay? So we as God's children, we got to make sure, that we're building our own relationship with God, that, we're learning who God is for ourselves, okay? Because nobody in this world is perfect, okay? Anybody could fall in the hands of the enemy, okay? So it's so important for us to build our own relationship with God so that when these leaders are being compromised, we are not being taken down with them, okay? But it's this part in Ezekiel where God talks about these leaders, okay? It's Ezekiel 8:12, and it says, he said to me, son of man, have you seen that the elders of Israel are doing in the darkness, each at the shrine of his own idol, okay? It says, they say, the Lord do not see us. The Lord has forsaken the land. Again, he said, you will see them doing things that are even more detestable, okay? So God has already warned us, right, that some of these leaders that's out here teaching don't even really believe that there's a God, right? And I seen this whole little like show that they had one time about pastors that were coming forward, right? Of course, they had their face blocked off. They didn't want people to see. And some of them was still teaching, okay? But they was coming forward and saying they didn't even really believe there was a God. That what they was doing was just considered a job to them, okay? So a lot of these pastors, teachers, preachers, they're out here teaching you things, right, that they don't even believe in, right? They don't even believe there's really a God, okay? And they just see it as a way to make money off of you, okay? So they're teaching you wrong information. They don't even really believe, right? And God says they are doing more evil things. They are doing more evil things in the darkness than, just, I don't know, like somebody you would expect it from, I guess, okay? They're out here worshiping the devil, right? They're doing really evil stuff. And then they get out on that stage and they try to pretend to be something they're not, right? Like these pastors that's messing with little boys and really messing with other men behind their wives' back, right? This is what he means by they're doing even more detestable things, right? So God has already shown us, right? So this is why it's so important to form a relationship, because it's people out here teaching you wrong information to profit off of you, teaching you information they don't even really believe in, right? And they're doing horrible things when they think nobody's looking, right? This is how God has shown me this week, how the devil takes down the leaders that's supposed to be leading you in the right direction, okay? And so in Ezekiel 13, it says, this is what the sovereign Lord says. When any of the Israelites set up idols in their hearts and put a wicked stumbling block before their faces and then go to a prophet, I, the Lord, will answer them myself in keeping with their great idolatry. I will do this to recapture the hearts of the people of Israel who have all deserted me for their idols. Therefore say to the people of Israel, this is what the sovereign Lord says, repent, okay? Anything that's made with a human hand to represent something that's in heaven, earth, sea below, that's what God says, and you bow down to it, it's idolatry. So if you're bowing down to a sculpture of Jesus, of Mary, of Buddha, right, of an elephant, whatever it is, if it's made by the hands of a man and to look like something and you're bowing down to it, a cross, it's idolatry, right? God doesn't approve of any type of idolatry, okay? It says, therefore say to the people of Israel, this is what the sovereign Lord says, repent, turn from your idols and renounce all your detestable practices. When any of the Israelites or any foreigner residing in Israel separate themselves from me and set up an idol in their hearts and put a wicked stumbling block before their faces and then go to a prophet to inquire of me, I will answer them myself, okay? And I will set my face against them and make them an example of and a byword. I will remove them from the people, and then will you know that he is the Lord, okay? So God said he will make an example out of you if you forsake him and put somebody before him, okay? This is the message. I love you, family. Have a great day.